Down below. Can you guys hear me? Down below. And I'm gonna echo again. Can you guys hear me? Down below. I don't know why I have the echo. Didn't have it last time. That's why. Okay. Can you hear me? Oh, boy. Well, thought I had everything working. Let me, let me bring up Randall here.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on? Am I echoing on your end? It wasn't echoing on your
You're not echoing on my end, so
uh, it's echoing on my end, but I don't know why.
the sound may be coming in and out a little bit though.
I thought I had everything worked out, but it was like terrible. Let me see if I can fix that.
Okay, there's the other coupler I was looking for.
Yeah, and see, I got the same noise again.
Don't mind me, I'm just talking to myself.
No, that's fine. I got this stupid noise again. I don't know why.
I'm working on this Burlington refrigerator car and um, trying to find some couplers for it. So, couplers for it. Okay.
Oh, I know what it is, guys. Let me fix it here real quick. Ah. All right, I always forget to turn it off in YouTube. So it's playing twice for me.
Yeah.
I always forget to turn YouTube off in the background. Now that should be much better.
What are y'all doing, man?
So how's it going, guys? Who's all in here? Let me see this. Let's see. Artie's in here. Bernard, Rick's in here. Jim, Plumber's in here. I'm sorry, Plumber. I can never remember your first name. Well, it's not too bad, I guess. Oh man. Anyway, how do you guys like the new setup? Some of you have seen it already. Daryl's channel, but better in here than at my desk, I believe. There you are, Randall. Top of your head.
Yeah. Let me fix my camera right.
We all have problems. So, what's everybody up to?
Well, not much. Worked the extra yard van last night. didn't get a whole lot of sleep, so I can't stay on too long tonight. So,
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, Plummer had raised the question. I guess it was during Daryl's stream, because I told him that I have Paul Bachman Easy Track here, and I control all the switches from BCC. And he's like, they told me I couldn't do that unless I bought Bachman switches or whatnot. And I was like, no, there's a very simple way to do that, and you can use the old Bachman with the wire track. Just cut off the plug, but you have to use this thing. And you see, it's very simple. You got the power coming in, which is, and the program is just 2 wires from the signal, 2 wires from your track. And then you'll see center up here and up on the top, and 1 and 2. That's the 3 wires. So you can control, I think, 6 switches from this. Even, I believe it'll even control the old Atlas snap switches where you had to push the button back and forth. So no need to go out and buy tortoises or any of that stuff when you can switch away from your handheld. Anyway, I hope that helped Plummer out. If he was watching that, I hope. If not, if you don't comment, I'll show it to him again later. So Jim's drinking ginger ale. I'm drinking Mountain Dew. And Randall's working on a car.
yeah, don't fall apart on me.
And I'm missing chats here because, oh, yes, I am. This chat is not scrolling by itself.
There it goes.
I'm going to hate that.
There
we go.
So,
DC friendly Bachman switches, yes. They are DCC friendly when you use that thing there.
I kind of hope I get to go to an auction tomorrow.
Were you looking for something in particular, or just?
Well, the auction's going to have a whole bunch of HO scale train stuff in it, from what I read.
Well, I tell you what, I should give you my phone number later, because if you see Blue Comet passenger cars, oh man, I'll sell you.
It didn't say what it had in. It was just in the horse trader. In fact, I might can even find it. Let me see if I can find the horse traders.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna lean forward to read this chat because it's kind of far away from me, being on the other side of the layout. Hi Bernard, thanks for coming in. You snuck in on me. I didn't see you. And I guess Artie's got the old lady doing the laundry for him. Oh boy. So Plumber, did you actually see that thing that I put up, or do you need me to throw it up again so you can write it down? Yeah, it's a chapter. That's crazy. Oh, so like I said, this is my first one where I think I've got everybody in order, and I didn't. I had the audio already screwed up. But if there's anything you guys want to talk about, because the only thing that came to me all week was the problem Plummer had. I could go over consisting with this. Daryl went over it, was telling you guys to enter a bunch of CVs and all that, but at least with the MRC that we both have, there is a much easier way if anybody has that wants to know. As you see, there's 2 what are the DP7s? Consistent. It was just a matter of pushing a couple buttons and they were consistent. How do we run this thing? At least the men push them out.
So right here. So right there is what's in. I know Rick Bailey's in there, so he'll appreciate what this paper's called. So I know he'll get a lot of mileage out of that one. Anyway, yep. So
Oh,
Damn it.
they go naked around.
My phone took a ride off on the floor. So sorry about that. Didn't mean to give everybody a wild ride.
Artie, if that's true, you're gonna have to put a rail cam outside.
Hey, damn it.
Oh man.
My thing's not wanting to cooperate with me today.
What are you trying to do?
I was going to show you this. I was trying to get my thing set up here, and it keeps popping off my tripod. So, but yeah, I'll show you this. I'll show you what I was talking about here. So I don't know if it'll show up or not, but it's right there. So, or it's actually right here, this one. So yeah, you guys can probably read that. It says all it says is large train and settings on custom tables, Civil War train set, Bachman train set, Santa Fe Flyer, and rail chief.
Yeah, I have the rail chief.
So
Huh.
I don't know what the large train settings is, unless it's just a large HO setup. But should be pretty interesting. We'll see how things goes if I even go tomorrow. So right now it's showing me number 4 on the board, so I may be on a trip and I may not go. Which
Bernard said that in a horse trader magazine, maybe the NRA should do a section on livestock.
Oh, they sell livestock in here.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, they sell livestock, vehicles, everything in there.
Oh man. So Plumber, did you see that DigiKeys thing that I was showing earlier, or was you not facing the computer, or were you out of the room? You didn't comment right after it, so I didn't, or at least I didn't see a comment. He must be away. It's a classic one.
I don't know if it's classified or not, Bernard. I think they are, but it's just auction advertisement. So.
Oh, here. I am sorry. Let's see there. That's a DigiKeys DR 4018 there. I believe I got it from one of Heath's sponsors, so I get the discount and the free shipping. What is it? You got me now. If anybody remembers his main sponsor that sells the train stuff, go ahead and let him know. I'm not a sponsor of mine, so I don't have any of those. Probably never will.
And just to tell Bernard, he said that was cool that they have a train auction in there. That's not the first time I've seen a train auction in the horse trade. There's been a couple others. In fact, that's how I wound up with those ore cars. Those 2 6-pack ore cars was because I was in was because they had an auction listed. And we went down there and wound up scoring pretty good on that one. That was unfortunately my only score.
Already,
was when I walked home with all those. Yeah, Bernard.
We know you have an outhouse, but you don't have to tell us when you're going. Yeah,
Bernard. They usually generally just advertise that as train stuff.
Yeah. So like I said, I was trying to get this all together this week to start this. You guys see I have banners and all that, and I can pop the chat up. I got to remember to turn off the YouTube in the background because I pop my chat. I keep forgetting to turn the volume off on YouTube, and that's what gives me the echo. So hopefully next week I will put a list of things that I want to show you, I want to talk about, all that kind of stuff. Tonight, you guys, I'm looking for suggestions from you guys. Anything you want to know about my layout, anything appears like that Plumber was misled about that. I've done a lot.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you that bill there, Frank. That's what I always tell people. I said, if you want to look for trains, sometimes on the cheap, just look everywhere, especially like in these papers like the Horse Trader. You never know what you might find in there.
Yeah, I was looking for Broadway Limited's brass hybrid Pennsylvania S2 steam turbine. It was released a few years ago, and another YouTuber had done a review on it. Awesome locomotive. Could not find it. Searched and searched. And then this auction site that I downloaded the app for, called Invaluable, popped up. And here, I guess, they have a bunch of different auction houses that go through there. But Stout Auctions in it was having one out in Chicago or somewhere in Illinois, where they were selling off an estate of trains stuff. And the guy actually had one. It was like new in the box. And I got it for $500. And I've been watching their auctions for these Blue Comet passenger cars, but I will live with these ones I painted up myself until then. Like I said, at $176 on Train World and stuff, I'm not paying that for one car.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
And IHC actually made them back in the mid-90s, but I can't find them other than a piece here and there. And I'm working on, I have it up on the shelf up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of the Southern Pacific Daylight set. I love passenger trains. Don't get me wrong, I like freight too, but passenger trains, I've always liked them. Although Strasbourg was the first time I was actually ever on one, besides like at an amusement park. Well, I have the Crescent Limit. I have the Southern Pacific Daylight. I have this one, which is Santa Fe, but I'm not sure if it actually had a name. That one there, I have a big Pennsylvania collection of the cars. But I want to get whole sets and put them on the display shelf. You guys have probably seen it in my video before. The shelf that's on the wall. And I would take all the other rolling stock down and just store it in these tubs. Oh my God, Frank, tell me about this. Steam turbines. Yes, Bernard. I had the S2 steam turbine. Took me forever to get it. Forever to get it. And I ended up paying, I believe, with the buyer's premium and everything. Like I said, it was like new in the box. No wear on it at all. I think $530. It was retailing for $800 new. Yeah. And I've seen them since on eBay, all selling for over $800. But that's my most expensive engine I have. So it's sealed away with. I had the big boy out a couple weeks ago, but it's sealed away with the big boy and the Challenger. I don't leave it out. Grandkids will end up breaking it. Oh. Plumber's up. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh.
Good day, gentlemen.
Hey, what's happening, Plumber?
Just enjoying a cup of coffee.
There you go.
You guys are on like a 20-inch screen 5 feet from me, so it's like hard to see when somebody pops up there.
Oh, no. Dude, go to Goodwill. These 2 computer screens behind me, I got from Goodwill, $15 a piece, HDMI.
Huh. Like, this is one I got from last year on Amazon Black Friday. The thing's only this big. It's a smart TV, and I'm using it as a monitor. And I actually like it because being a smart TV, I can sit here and watch football or whatever else too.
Nice. Oh, let me find a pencil, Frank. I want to take that information down. I was running around trying to get everything set up while you were talking. My bad.
Oh,
I was gonna say, Bernard, there's been WP stuff popping up in around these parts. When I was down there at Memphis here, let's see, how long has it been now? About a week ago, they had a couple of WP box cars down there sitting on their shelves. So it's around.
All right, thank you, Frank.
yeah, absolutely.
DR, got to squint my eyes now.
DR.
It's on my little phone, you know. 4018.
DR 4018.
Thank you. Got it. So now I can buy the cheap switches, the Bachmann, because I got a bit of that track.
So and here's the thing about it: when you go to program it, you hold the program button down, and I'll put it back up again. You hold that program down; it's right there in the middle between the two green power connections. You hold that down, and you assign it a DCC address. Now, I assigned it address number 1. Whoever uses number 1.
Right.
When you do that, I skipped number 3 because you buy a new loco.
Right.
So no, that's right. I'm sorry, I'm misleading you. I assigned it number 4.
All good.
So when you assign the first digit, so that first switch on that machine will be number 4. And then,
understood.
And then they will go the next one will be 5, 6, 7, 8, down the line.
Yep.
So like when I hit let me get that back off the screen. When I get my controller, I hit accessory 1 or 4, hit 4, and then enter, and then 1 and 2 opens and closes that switch.
Nice.
And then
that's really cool. And if you don't mind, real quick, Bernard C, what's up? And hello, Nissy J, welcome.
I didn't even see Nissy J come in. Thank you, Nissy. I made these tiny little numbers I put next to my switch. I know you can't see it. It's just a piece of paper with the number of the switch, and it's stuck in the ground next to the switch.
Okay. Roger that.
Somebody comes over and they're like, "How do you do these switches?" Hey, just hit accessory and that number.
Nice. Yeah, I've been reading. I got one of the Santa Fe Bachmann sets that comes with the track and 1 turnout, and then I went out and bought just another random nickel silver Bachmann turnout. But on the back of that turnout, it's like, do not use this turnout for DCC. Right. And I'm sitting here pulling my hair out like, what? Why?
Just print out the ones you need, man.
Wow, Artie. Wow. Chris Govia, what's up? In the house.
How you doing?
It has been a long time, Nissy J. That's what Bernard C says, and I concur. I haven't seen Nissy J in a while.
I've seen on other streams, but yeah. So I'm glad that somebody I wasn't expecting came in. That's awesome.
Nice.
On Daryl's stream the other day, after he made me moderator, I actually went through the entire chat. And I was subscribed to you before, and I don't know if this dropped off, but I clicked on everybody, and if I wasn't subscribed, I did subscribe. Boom, 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 boom. And then the next day I went through and I liked at least one video of everybody. Nice.
I think that's YouTube trying to protect their pockets, not letting us help each other out as much as possible. Go in there and strategically unsubscribe a few.
Oh man.
Hey Randall, what truck is sitting there? Is that NASCAR? I can't really see it.
Yeah, those are a couple of NASCAR trucks sitting there.
I do love racing.
Let's see, we got the Hunt Brothers pizza truck here. Let's see who.
I've got a club member that made a train. I mean, he took regular box cars, stripped them all down, and he has a NASCAR train now. It's like
Oh yeah.
30 or 40 cars long, and the cars are painted to the NASCAR vehicles.
Oh, that's cool.
Their paint scheme. And they're in the order on the consist in which the way they finished in 93.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Dude put a lot of work into that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that's a cool little truck.
Yeah, this is the Ryan Priest truck, and I'm trying to think. I can't remember who drove this 98 truck at the time, but there's the 98 truck right there.
Oh, that's a sexy looking truck. I like the yellow and silver, dude.
Yeah, the both Fords.
Yeah. Oh,
two different years. See,
look real good, real good, Randall.
These were the only two trucks. Well, I take it back. I found Martin Truex Jr.'s truck, but that truck apparently got a little rough riding the shipping because it was bent up pretty good in the packaging. So
Roger that. Grandpa
that
Rails. Hey guys, sorry. Grandpa Rails has just entered the stream. Get him, Grandpa.
And I've got a lot of the cut car stuff too. So, and then of course, if you're not into NASCAR, I got what I do with my Batmobile. Yeah, I've got. If you're not into race cars, but you're into like DC superheroes, there's the Batmobile right there from the animated series.
Cool. Well, you know, my favorite Batmobile, I don't know if you guys agree or not, is the was it Michael Keaton, the first one?
Oh yeah.
That was an awesome one.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Oh man, it gets me hype every time.
Well, if you kind of look, this one is kind of based on that vehicle. It's just a little different. But
what's wrong with the turnouts?
Oh, everyone, excuse me for a moment. I apologize.
Yeah, go ahead, Plumber.
Hold on, I'll mute you. Oh, you got yourself? Okay. Lisa, what's wrong with those turnouts?
Are you asking if I've got any NHRA stuff, Bernard? Because I think, now don't hold me to this, but I think I've got a NHRA Pro Stock die cast upstairs. I can't get to it right now, but I think I've got one of those. It's a Dodge, so I know Anthony Dodge will appreciate that one. So.
They don't stay open and cause derailments. Now, I don't know about, I've never had those switches, but like these Bachmann switches here, I can take the bottom off, and there is actually a wired spring in these things. You can actually bend them so they're a little stiffer.
And they work better?
And they'll snap tighter, yeah. A little louder. They'll be a little louder, but yeah. And some of my switches, I have three crossovers on this layout. 2 lefts and 1 right. One back here before the tunnel on the other side of that mountain. Those are DCC already. You just hold them in, and then you hit with those. I hit the button in so they're ready to program, and then I hit what number I want them to be, and they'll go click, click, clack, and they're programmed to that number.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, Grandpa Rail says the one on TV was the best. Listen, I'm an old head. I love the original as well, you know. But when it comes down to it, that 80s version with Michael Keaton, you know, that just kind of stuck with me. Dwight's in here. What's up, Dwight?
I like the documentaries on those Batmobiles that they did on Speed Channel. Where they talked about what those cars were actually built out of. I think that one you was talking about, the Michael Keaton Batmobile, was actually built on a Corvette chassis.
I could see that. I could absolutely see that.
So the one problem you will hear over and over again about these Bachmann switches is them not sitting tight. And file those things down until they sit inside the rail. I have little tiny files. I use the one that's like a triangle, so I can actually get it to go down in. Do I have a derailment? Yes, I do.
Some little tiny jobber like this.
Yeah, that's a second.
That's a tiny one.
It's so convenient when it derails right in front of you. Pull that one in and send the other one out.
Front engine nitro rod, Bernard C. Yeah. There's some nostalgia there. That's, you can't deny it. You can't deny it. What did Artie say? Artie's on the same thing. You cannot beat the original Batmobile.
Yeah, I just had to throw those switches to pull that train out.
Artie says he only uses a Pico Insel Frog turnouts.
Barring the cost of the DCC crossovers and a couple of the Ys, I can't afford to buy that.
Dude, I'm with you. Yeah, my show module, I wanted to put a crossover in. That is done. I've searched and searched. I am not paying that price. I will find another turnout that works.
Yeah, I saw some of those prices. Well, they've been high for years and years, but
now it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's gotten almost obscene how high they've gotten.
And it seems like Cardo Track, as long as you're doing N scale, has almost every piece you can imagine. But in HO, not so much. They're getting better, but you'll pay 2-3 times as much for a piece of Cardo as you will Bachman. So
it's true. It's very true.
Although Cardo does have those sections now with the automatic signals. But if you're pretty handy, you could cut the rails and put rail joiners and actually put them on yours.
Yeah, I might be able to do it, but not the first time.
Yeah.
So what are you painting there, Randall? Are you painting, weathering? What
No. Actually, Plumber, I got this one out of a bargain bin out of the down there at the hobby shop in Memphis. And same with this UP caboose right here. Both these come out of a little, they have these little bins that they just throw used freight cars in them.
Yep.
And that's where I got these two out of, about $8 a car. Both Atherm models. This one here was weathered, and I've got the F3 AB set, so I figured this would make a good match for those two.
Nice. Yeah. Artie says Pico is actually cheap. I'll have to check it out, Artie. I have not. Maybe I'm gonna have to get a turnout.
I have to get me a drill and drill that out and put a new chimney on it, but that's all it needs.
Not bad, Randall.
Yeah, and same with this guy. They don't have a chimney in it either, but that's not a big deal.
Those are the first things to break off.
Yeah. It's actually really hard to find used ones with the chimney still on them.
Now, Bernard C says he uses Coke bottles for fast track jigs. What? I wish you were on here, Bernard C. I need to hear the words of this one.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Sounds interesting, though.
So some people know that I am.
I think he's taking them off. He's going to get 5 cents a bottle. I think I just read that wrong. That's the redneck in me.
Some people know that I'm a fan of the old Mantua Tyco locomotive. I was on eBay a couple months ago, and a lady said these were her father. She knows nothing about them. She doesn't know if they run, but they look really nice. He said it's still in the box, and there was actually a note in the box, old yellow piece of paper. This one is actually built from a roundhouse metal kit in 1966.
Wow.
And a Southern caboose. Southern Caboose painted in 1966.
Those are nice.
I actually take these old things. She thought they were roundhouse because he had them in a roundhouse box. But they're Mantua.
That's beautiful, Frank.
And then these were all kits. He put them together. They got the little jewels on it, the boost and
Yeah,
everything.
see it? That almost looks like this one right here. Only paint scheme's different, of course, but they look like the same model.
I was surprised he put the little jewel, signal lights on the side. I don't know if you can get that. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't see them.
Hey, Frank, Chris from Govia says that's a very quiet layout. And, you know, with Bachman track, that's shocking.
Well, it is all, I didn't glue it down. I didn't nail it down. But when I ballasted it, it's sitting on 1-inch foam.
Uh-huh.
But when I ballasted it down, the glue that ran from the ballast glued the track down.
Okay. So other than that, nothing else is holding the track in place.
Nothing.
Roger.
Nothing at all.
You got some nice curves on that layout, Frank. I like how you did it. It's a double dog bone, right?
Double dog bone. And here in the center where, let me see if I can do the camera. Yeah, I do have a little, well, you can't see that way. No, camera won't go that way. I do have some sidings here with, so I can do small little operations, but.
That's beautiful.
And now I lost that. My head's cut off. I hate moving that camera.
Skullkill River Valley just showed up. What's up, brother?
Oh, man. Thank you.
What is up, brother?
Oh, I think I got a record here. 9 people in a live stream. It's only my second live stream.
Whoop, whoop. Raise the roof. Raise the roof.
Oh. Well,
Now,
like
Arden says he can get a Pico, or Dwight says he can get a Pico switch for $27. All right, I'm in. I'm sold. If I can find an Insel Frog for my club layout, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Now, my Bachman, that's going to go on my other layout over here that I showed you guys the other night. Well, at least I think so. I think my nickel silver track actually, you know, processing through it today. When I mean today, just now, I think that my radius is bigger than what I have over here, but either way, I'll figure it out.
All right. If everybody else wants to come up, they're welcome to. I'm switching the pop-out chat to participants so nobody can sneak back in here on the link. I don't see anybody in here until they say something.
I think in StreamYard, you know, I got to figure it out. I've not used it. Tomorrow I have an op session at Eastern SP Rails. You can find his channel here on YouTube to see his layout if you're interested. But I am going to attempt to do a live stream using StreamYard from there, as long as there's not too many people. You know, I don't know how all the people feel about being on YouTube. Carolina Foothills Railroad, what's up? Yeah, Carolina Foothills just came in, Frank.
Yeah, I know. I seen it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so on the where I have YouTube chat popped out on the side, I switched to participants. And
Roger.
I'm watching the chat in StreamYards now. So I got, before I had it all on chat, I was like, I wasn't seeing people pop in until they said something.
Word.
I'll get better at this.
Oh yeah, it just takes time, man. It's like anything. The more you do it, the better you get.
So like I said, if you guys have suggestions, hey, feel free to shoot them to me if you don't want to put them in chat.
Here's a project I'm working on. It's an old Tyco steam locomotive I got from my uncle's shed buried at the bottom.
Hold
And
that
I've
up.
been working on trying to get the motor cleaned and
Is
everything.
that a 462 Pacific?
It is a 462 UP, baby.
It is. It's the exact same one. I have many of those right there behind the screen.
And are those motors pretty good?
For DC only. It's getting half its power from the tender, and the other half coming up through the frame. You'd have to isolate it and put a CAN motor in, which are very easy to find on the conversion kits on eBay.
Well, listen, this thing doesn't run right now, Frank. It doesn't run right now. It was buried in my uncle's shed out back.
Hold on.
You know.
JD's taking off. Take care, JD.
Grandpa Rails, peace out. Enjoy your food, my dude.
There. Plumber.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Well, I mean, yours is a lot cleaner than mine. It doesn't look like it was in the bottom of a shed, you know.
Well, both of them look better than that New York Central set I got. That O scale New York Central set that was also in a shed that we picked up at auction many years ago.
Nice. So Chris from Govia is asking Frank, can you give us a breakdown? Era, road name, industries, Frank.
On here?
Yeah.
It's a fictional railroad, but the era is a transitional. I have some steam, some early diesel. Well, let me stop something before I have a wreck here. Stop. Thank you. Local 3, enter. You see that? Plumber.
Hold on, I'm trying to respond already here real quick. I'm trying to multitask, not very well.
So this is a 19. This here is from the 70s here. It's a Crescent Limited 462 Mantua, just like you just showed me.
Yeah.
That I've already remotored, and if you watch.
Now, Artie says you can get a CAN motor for it, but how do you mount it then?
Oh, with a plastic screw and some Capcom tape underneath. And
so you're saying there's a motor out there with a screw hole in the bottom like this motor has?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So if you look here, that thing works on DCC now. Look.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, there it goes. They always want to prove you wrong in the final hour.
No, I was hitting the wrong button. I was hitting the reverse instead of the throttle. Oh. But I love those old Pacifics, and I got like 6 of them over there that I got a lot more than that for parts. But those open frame motors, if they stall, they're going to draw way over an amp. They'll burn up a decoder easy. So even if you go buy those 1.5 amp, 2 amp, I don't trust it.
Just not worth it.
You'd have to move your throttle clear up halfway just to get it to move.
Yeah, no, that does not sound good. That definitely does not sound good. So what is everybody doing this weekend? You all know I'm going to a op session tomorrow.
No pressure. First live stream, he's asking me all them details.
So that's pretty much the saying on the island of St. Lucia. My wife and I went there for our honeymoon, and every day, multiple times a day, people were like, "No pressure, no problem, man."
So to answer your other question for industries, there's logging on here. On the other side of that hill, there's an old coal mine that's not in operation anymore. There's some warehouses over here, the Clark Candy Factory here. But like I said in the beginning of the stream, I'm not so much about running any operations. I can do some small switching here and there, but I love passenger cars. I'd rather watch those go around. And there's a station here and a station on the backside of that hill.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a passenger car aficionado myself. One of my club members hooked me up with three of the cars that went with my war bonnet Santa Fe, the passenger ones. So now I've got some to pull. I'm excited, giddy. I got the B&O from Timonium, and then I got my Amtrak. Now, what I really want is a Subway set. Okay, Artie, he says a word I can't pronounce. My eyes are pretty blurry right now on that tiny thing. But someone makes a good range of can motors.
Yeah, it's a can motor.
I'm gonna screenshot that. There we go.
Put passenger train. But you know what? The least favorite I have, and it'll sound like a shock to you. I'm gonna get one of them. Is that Southern Pacific? I don't even need. You know what it looks like. Southern Pacific Daylight, the bright orange and reds.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
It's a pretty train, but I don't like running it too much.
You just want to look at it.
Yeah.
Kyle Stevens, what's up? Welcome, brother.
And you couldn't pry my Crescent Limited out of my hands. So, like you said,
Artie wants to know. Hey Frank, Artie wants to know what passenger trains are you going to take to Australia and run on his?
And he said, and leave there.
Oh, I didn't read that part.
Yeah. So hey, Artie, I'll bring you any one of these. You pay for the ticket. Because I've been wanting to see Australia. I'll give you any one of these for a trip to Australia.
John 2618, what's up? And you're right, Chris at Govia, when they're all uniform, it does look nice. And Nissy J says her electrical skills are weak. Hey, mine are weak at best also, Nissy. I'm a plumber. Plumbing and water or plumbing and electric do not mix.
So the this loco that was in my I put it on there just for the picture. This loco that was right there, that Southern Crescent right there. That's part of my Southern Crescent set.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So I put that together. I've converted it to DCC too, because that was one of them actually. It's Mantua, believe it or not, but one of them fancy companies will give it to you on a wooden plaque or whatever. Did that, but I don't want to ruin that engine, so Broadway Limited, as much as I am starting to dislike their locomotives.
Yeah, I won't buy one.
Well, I'm waiting for a Dakota and motor to come back for the Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
so
good luck there.
I bought, so I don't have to run steam all the time. I actually put the Crescent Limited on here and put them on some Southern F7s.
Beautiful. I love the AB units, man.
Yeah. These are Paragon 4s. You know,
yeah, I don't have any.
You know the difference between Paragon 3 and Paragon 4?
Absolutely not.
The name and the price.
Yeah, that's really it.
So if you open it up, it's the same on the inside?
No, actually, there is a difference. They put a keep alive in them. That's it. They put the Paragon 4s come with a keep alive already in it.
So 3. I would love a locomotive with a keep alive. Now, the Bachmans you guys see me running, the 2 Santa Fe's at all the shows, I don't have any problems out of them. Maybe like tomorrow when I go down to Eastern SP Rails layout for an op session, you know, I might have to solicit a helper from him for some of the consists that I pull because my 2 Bachman cannot do it.
The scale trains, all their locomotives have keep alives in their DCC and sound equipped engines.
I have a few Bachman locomotives around here that were DCC and sound, and I just ripped the decoder out and put Tsunami 2s in them.
Well, listen, all of my DCC locomotives were under $150 on Amazon. I can't afford much more than that right now.
No.
And I only have one with sound. I want more. And talking to Artie, I probably want the load sound, you know?
I use the sound when people are over, but for the most part, I turn it off except for that one. I love that whistle, man.
Artie says they never had a B unit like that in Australia. The one you just showed?
Yeah. That costs twice as much to ship both units over.
I bet. John 2618 asks, how's your blue Comet set coming?
That's what you just heard going by here. I am still
Sweet.
looking for some cars. I painted those ones. I do not have the beige stripe on it yet. But
Well, I have a question for John 2618. How's that wall hole, brother? I love the wall hole. Watching Mike cut his really pleased me too.
I gotta blow it up so I can read it. It's so far away.
So Carolina Foothills apparently is building a shed. Or having somebody built a shed. And Jim apparently did his himself, huh?
But I see you're not so bundled up today.
It's not so bad. It's supposed to be 24 degrees tonight and tomorrow 60. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? That is a gap, son. I can't cover that spread.
I'm trying to figure out how to get myself up. I'll learn this, guys. I will learn it.
You're good. Nissy J, peace out. Have a great night.
Good night, Nissy.
Thank you for coming,
Hey.
Nissy.
Hey, Artie, I bet they don't have B units like these either.
Oh man, look at that.
Well, let me get it out where it's not glaring so much.
Let me blow you up here.
Yeah, let me get it out right quick where it's not glaring so much. But there you go. Right there.
Wow.
That's one heck of a B unit right there. And these do exist.
Oh, that's gorgeous, Randall. I need one of those, brother, to go with my A unit.
This is a GP60B is what they call these. These are essentially
awesome.
a 4,000 horsepower B unit. So,
wow.
These actually do exist in real life. BNSF still has a few of them hanging around. There's a pretty good story about when Santa Fe ordered these. They figured out they could save a ton of money doing that without putting cabs on them. So,
bada bing, bada bang.
Yeah, and they're really cool little engines. So,
I love the chrome gas tank on that model.
Yeah, this is exactly how they would have been painted in real life. So they would have had a silver underframe, and I have the A unit to go with it. So, I'll show you here.
Oh, I can't find it now.
What
What
is a Capital Limited, Kyle Stevens, and why would I need a fortune for one? Oh yeah, it looks even better out of the packaging.
Oh yeah, this is the Athearn ready to roll, but Fox Valley also did them with sound in them. But I really like these little guys a lot.
My Athearn blue box are bulletproof, and my new Athearn, the only one I have, my Amtrak, runs like a champ. I love them.
Not real crazy about the McHenry couplers, but
yeah, the plastic couplers
on them. Yeah. But yeah, they're really good looking engines. Of course, a lot of these have been repainted into the BNSF Heritage One scheme. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything still left in the Santa Fe scheme or not, but
I don't know, Randall, but pulling up that Santa Fe makes me think about the movie Unstoppable. Did you see that movie? Because
I have not seen that movie, unfortunately. I know a lot of people that have. They say it's really, really good. So
I like it, but I'm pretty sure they used Heritage Santa Fe units, old ones, because it really looks like a Santa Fe paint scheme, just like altered to their you know, make
They,
believe thing or
they
whatever.
probably did. Like I said, I haven't seen the movie, so I can't say for certain, but it's a very good possibility they did. But these guys here were paired with the GP60Ms, and they were solely built to pull high-speed intermodal trains. That's all they were built for. They were
Sweet.
they were built to go 80 miles an hour with a stack train. That's all they were built for.
You ever see the basically B unit switchers?
I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, cow calf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what they use in Australia. They don't need drivers anyway. They just point them in the right direction and let them go.
But
got so much Pennsylvania stuff. It's
in fact, I'll get the A unit out where you guys can get a look at it. Just get a look at the pairs.
So Frank, I'm almost done DCCing an old, I believe it's a 6-wheel Tyco, Pennsylvania. I just have to put the resistor in the headlight and put it back together.
what loco is it?
I don't know locos well enough. I need an encyclopedia that doesn't have road names. It just has locos and what they are. Because I'm a dullard like that, you know.
Here's the old U33, big old 6-wheel.
It looks similar, but I think my nose is longer. And Schoolkill is leaving. Peace out, Schoolkill, River Valley.
See you later. Yeah, he's telling me it's a fun stream, but I know it's boring. I don't have an agenda for it. So, you know, like I said, the only thing I could build up was to help you out with this. I could sit here and explain how much easier it is to consist with the MRC than what actually Daryl had shown, because what he said was absolutely right, messing with the CDs and all that, because I tried it while he was telling us.
And bam.
But this, with this MRC, it's as simple as hitting consist, number the consist, put the loco number in. If the second one or third one, if you want to face it the other way, when you put the loco, you also hit the direction forward or reverse. It's saved, and then you hit loco, the consist number, away you go.
Bam.
So right there is the GP60M.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Randall.
Yeah, and these were Santa Fe only models, both the GP60M and the GP60B. Nobody else had these engines except for Santa Fe.
Tyco.
Yep.
Just not as nice.
Yeah.
Look
It's
at me, I look like
basically a cheap
toy.
version of the Super Fleet scheme is what the Tyco versions were, but this was the actual version. So
yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, these are really cool little engines. They're not particularly powerful. They're pretty light for Athearn locomotives. You can't really pull what you'd say real long trains with these unless you get like 3 or 4 of them in a consist. But they do all right. I mean, they're not bad engines.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I've got some of those.
Showdown. Hold on.
Lifelike. These ones are lifelike. Look, horn hook couplers.
Yeah, I got horn couplers. This also came out of my uncle's. Oh, it's a lifelike. I was wrong.
Yeah, see?
Well, Tyco and Lifelike both made them.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
But yeah, I've got one of those, and I have the high hood version.
You know what's amazing?
Oh, I like the high hood.
Yeah, I've got the high hood version. It's actually part of a set that we bought at a yard sale of all places. But
you know what's amazing about these, and I don't know about yours, but none of the rails and the horns are still on them.
Oh, let me check. Hold on. Oh, I'm missing one rail. Again, this came out of my uncle's, it came out of a pile, I should say, and then no horn. So, wah, wah, wah.
Of course, on this one, the horn's right here. So the horns are actually right here where my fingers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But
like
he's got those stupid pancake motors in it that ain't even worth hooking to DCC.
Well, what sucks is over in Europe, I think it's the Hornby or one of their UK brands. You can fit the CD motor. No, not the CD. The motor from your controller, your game controller that makes it vibrate. You can fit it in the pancake housing, but we can't in ours. They're too small and thin. The White is asking, has anyone seen Athearn's 8-axle engine before? I have not.
If he's talking about the DD40AX, yes, I have seen one of those. Those things. I've seen both the blue box and the new Genesis version. Yeah, those things are monsters.
Can you put that Kyle comment back up? I wanted to see what it says with bigger letters. $5,000. Ran through West Virginia. Now, I saw something cool in West Virginia once. It was the capital, Charlestown. I don't know. There's 2 Charlestons in West Virginia. One is their capital. But the highway and the train is like cut on the ridge of the mountain. So when you're sitting in town, you can see the highways and the trains all around you. It's really cool. I think it's a mining town. Industrial town of some kind. Apparently, Artie was on the phone.
Artie was on the phone the entire time, ignoring us.
Well, that's interesting.
What you got, Randall?
I might could actually hook these up where these ditch lights light up.
That would be cool.
See, on the Raider roll engines, they don't have operating ditch lights on. They got the castings, but they don't have the bulbs in them. But in fact, this one here is missing the jewel on the engineer side, so I'll have to find a lens to put on it. But I may see about hooking some ditch lights up to that sucker at some point.
Convert it B to double cab. Yeah.
And I like how they blacken the fans on them too. I think that looks cool.
I put that link in there already. If you want to come up, it's only us 4 in here. Well, Jim's in here too.
Yeah, I'll have to duck out here in a few minutes anyway.
Are you kidding? I got 15 people in the chat. It's what it says on my phone.
How many?
15. Look at you go.
I'm only showing 4 participants. What the heck's going on?
I think you have to hit live chat, not top chat. For some reason, it keeps putting me in top chat. I want live chat. Just give me whatever everybody's saying, please.
Yeah, now it's showing me 3 people in here, right? That's nuts.
Yeah, it even says if I go back to the main screen, it says 14 watching.
Huh. Well, thank you all for being in here.
Maybe I'm lagged behind. I don't know. Get them, Jim. Get them.
And kind of sad, I was just going to say, kind of finished up on that story. Kind of the sad thing about these 60Ms, they've kind of been relegated from hauling intermodal trains. Now they're hauling locals. So
gotcha.
They're kind of winding up.
Kyle is giving me a breakdown on which one is which. Charleston is the capital, and Charlestown is the. So you used to live close to me, because Charlestown is on the border of Virginia, right, Kyle? Or it touches to the border, because I think we used to go to the strip clubs out there as kids. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, Artie says you got 13 there too.
Okay, well, hey, I appreciate it. I was kind of getting discouraged. I looked over, I seen 3 people. It said, the participant thing on there when I popped the chat out. So
it might be 3 people participating in the chat, 4 it looks like, but yeah. Because I don't think it's going to count any of us. Like, I put some comments down there in the chat as well, but I don't think it's going to count us because we're up on the screen.
Right. So yeah, I mean,
Artie, he says strip clubs. They're just called pubs in Australia. Artie, dude, you are the man, cracking me up.
So Daryl's the one that told me I could just use the StreamYard right for now until I get used to it. Because I was having so much trouble with the OBS, and just playing around with it for a couple of days.
Uh-huh.
It's like I got so much stuff. I mean, look.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What happened?
I'm just showing you guys stuff. That's all.
Oh,
I thought I thought you hit the end button. I'm like, uh-oh, we're done.
No. I was able to put some overlays and stuff together. OBS was like crazy.
hey, Plumber, are you reading Artie's
Yes.
response
Yes,
there?
I'm giggling over here at Artie. Oh, Jim, that's a dig. Jim says, shame the women are not pretty. I don't know, man. I watch those guys. Man, they drop stuff from the tower on YouTube and smash things. How ridiculous? I don't know what the show's called, but they drop stuff in Australia from a really tall tower and smash things, or drop it on a trampoline, or drop a car, or they made a big Thor hammer that's like 150 pounds and they dropped it on things.
Yeah.
They got some pretty girls on their show sometimes. You know, they're from Australia. So I don't know. I don't know, Jim. Kyle. So I was right. Cool, Kyle. Thank you, brother. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's cold. I mean, it's not. I've had my door shut all day in here, so it retains some of the heat. Now I've got to get some weather stripping on this garage, because when the wind blows, I can feel it with all the doors closed.
Yeah, it's where are you at anyway?
Virginia.
Virginia. I'm in Pittsburgh, so
Nice. I come up that way when I need some fireworks.
over them.
Just fountains, though. Just fountains, you know, and sprinklers.
Not me. I fire off mortars. So what I love. A buddy of mine spends like $5,000 on mortars and fountains every year.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to buy the mortars anymore. I like the boxes that have the mortars pre-packaged, and you just light one fuse and it'll shoot 15 of them off.
Right, and it's crazy. You buy the great big ones, and they won't be as good as the small ones.
That's right. Yeah, you get the little 6 or 8 shot, they're really good. You get the 15 to 20, they're okay. You know, they're gonna go longer, but they're not gonna be the quality.
Yeah. But I'm the guinea pig. I'm the one that sets them off. I built my own tubes to light them off. I don't even look up anymore. I just love that concussion. The boom.
I do as well. As a kid, the big boomers, the one that you could feel in your whole body, wham, didn't really have anything. Those are the ones I cheered the hardest on.
I built my own tube for those 2 inches and 1.5 inch tube. 2 years ago, we were using the tubes that they gave you, and my son-in-law, he's my son-in-law now, he's just my daughter's boyfriend at the time. I dropped a mortar in, and the tube fell over right toward the crowd.
Oh no.
He dove in front of it and took it in the chest.
What?
I said, that's the son-in-law right there.
Oh my God. Well, yeah. Hey, he's in the family. So
it hit him in the chest. It hit him in the chest and then bounced off and went the other direction. It
Oh,
hurt.
thank God.
Yeah, it didn't explode on his chest.
Thank God. Yeah.
But he dove on the ground in front of it, hit off of him, went the other way, and blew up in the middle of the yard. But
That's funny, dude. So here,
when you're willing to give it up for everybody else, man. He's an ex-serviceman too, so
if you got someone to take a grenade for you, you know you got a soldier. You know, you got someone you want to keep around. So Kyle used to live in Martinsburg. I love the mountains, Kyle. I love the mountains.
Guys, I will get better at this. I keep missing.
It's okay.
It's so far. I'm getting a bigger screen. That's all there is to it, because I can't see it.
Yeah, I have to find a device with a bigger screen because I can't get them on these yet.
Maybe I'll go down. My grandkids, I got them a game room downstairs with a 43-inch TV. Maybe I'll swap it out and make them play video games on this little thing.
Oh, dude, they're gonna hate you. I got a Chromecast to try to get it from my phone to that thing, but this it takes the 420 or whatever from the screen of this, and it won't do the 280 or 1080p up there through the Chromecast. So that was a wasted try.
Get an old cheap laptop, man, and just run an HDMI cable up.
I might have to, Frank.
And see, then I leave the mouse sitting over the chat, and then it doesn't.
Well, it goes away when no one says something, I believe. If someone types something in.
So, like, if I move my mouse over to the chat, it kind of like highlights it a little bit. If I leave it there, the chat doesn't move. I gotta move the mouse on. Yeah, so
interesting.
Like that just popped up. I need to. Oh, see, I'm on the wrong one now.
Artie says that he loves the Appalachian Mountains, and brother, I'm with you. Born and raised on the Appalachian Trail, you know.
Nothing I like better than those trees. I got so much more of those trees to make because I want to fill the hillside in. And I have a lot of red trees here, which are not in my background. So I'm going to fill it up with a lot more orange and yellow.
Here's a big old tree I've been working on for my island. It's massive.
Look who's here.
Hey, Daryl.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on, Daryl? Thank you for coming in here. I just wake you up.
Oh, not much, Daryl. I'm sitting here making a mess.
No,
at least I am anyway.
Yeah, the wife and I were out to dinner, and then we did a little shopping.
Oh, nice. I did that yesterday.
Yeah, not dinner. Any train shopping. None of that.
A good dinner though, Daryl?
Absolutely. Yeah, we hit this place in Covina, California, and it's a Mexican restaurant that me and my wife we hit all the time, you know. So, you know, they get the mariachis, the whole feeling. So
I love the mariachi band. Come on. Oh, geez, the show's over, says Artie.
Yeah.
That's like
hey, everybody. Hey, Jim.
Like that theme from
Artie. Kyle Stevens, hello. Carol Foothills Railroad, good evening. Curly Express, Postmodern Model Works, what's up, my friend?
Yeah, what's up, Postmodern? He just got in here. Yeah. He must have knew you were coming, Daryl.
Yeah, we tagged Christian and I tag teamed it tonight.
Sweet.
So,
yeah,
sweetness.
Randall, what's up, my friend?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just working and messing around on the stream.
You missed it, Daryl. I was showing Plumber this little thing right there that'll allow you to work any of those old 3-wire switches, whether it be Atlas or Lifelike Tyco, or even a new Bachman, and control from your DCC controller instead of having to buy DCC switches, Tortoise switches, or anything else.
Yeah. See, Christian even said it. Postmodern. He says, "Yeah, Daryl called me." Yeah. So yeah, no. Actually, I had you guys on and off when I when I could, you know, because you know the wife she kind of gives me dirty looks when I'm looking at my phone when we're hanging out, you know.
Understood.
You know, so you know, I'm not a good liar, and I don't hide things very well. So the minute we got home, she goes, "Have fun on your live stream."
Nice.
Yeah, she already knew.
A little bit ago, we were having a who got what Santa Fe awards here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we all happen to have some.
Now, wait a minute, guys. You guys. Oh, hold on, just a minute here.
Oh, wait a cotton picking minute, fellas.
That's right, folks. Tonight's all Santa Fe night, all the time.
Hi, Tom. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Oh, look, Tom popped in. What's up, Tom? How's that little puppy of yours, Tom?
Oh man.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
How's
see,
it
you and
doing?
Randall got nice ones. We're showing off lifelikes here.
Oh, lifelike. I'm sorry, but
Hey, I
but
got-
wait a minute. Here's
lifelike.
two of them.
Beautiful. Gorgeous.
And by the way,
I figured-
Scaletrain did a nice
Hey,
job
you doing good
capturing the
outside?
weathering on those engines.
Tom
Well,
says
yeah,
he's doing
this one's 696. This one's got the it's got that orange door on it. Yeah, they're lightly
Got the replacement
fitted.
door.
Scale Trains did an awesome job on these. They really did.
They did. And that's cool, Tom.
I'll
Your little
trade you
doggy
two-
was very nice.
I'll trade you
Those,
two lifelike for the scale trains.
Hey, how old are those lifelikes?
Oh, they got horn hooks on them.
Yeah. This one came out of my uncle's shed.
Oh wow.
These are from 1993.
Yeah, I was going to say they have to be right around 30 years old.
Is that the year?
And they still
94?
have the horns and all the rails and everything.
Wow.
I think so, Plumber. I think that'll be the year that's stamped on them. Those last two numbers.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a 94 one. It
Yeah,
needs a
'cause,
lot of cleaning.
Frank has 93 on his, so
Nice. Man, Frank's just beating me in every way. Thanks, Frank.
I need to look and see what years those GP38s I got out there are, because they're lifelikes.
See, what's this one?
In fact, hang on just a second. I got a UP one. I can take a look and see
Ooh,
when that
look,
one.
82, baby.
Oh yeah, that's 2 years.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
older than me, Plumber. 2 years
That's
proud
the,
born.
oh,
Oh,
you're
wow.
a young buck, Randall. It's the Campbell soup. I found this one in my uncle's.
Oh wow.
He's hooked me
that's
up.
cool.
He has
What?
hooked me up.
Let me ask you a question. What's the most annoying thing you ever had for your railroad? That you bought and you regretted it later?
That's a good question, Frank. I'm gonna have to stew on that.
Yeah, me too.
Broadway
Big
Limited
regret.
Christmas car.
Is that a cattle car?
Yes, but it starts singing Santa Claus and Christmas and elves packing gifts. Oh, it's annoying as hell.
Oh, I bet.
I would rather listen to Train Freaks Animals all day long.
That's funny.
Maybe I'll do a Christmas giveaway just to get rid of it.
Well, you shouldn't advertise that because nobody's going to show up for that giving away gift.
I don't know. I know
It'll be
one guy
given away on
might.
Daryl's channel. It'll be given away on Daryl's channel.
Kyle said if he was home, he'd be flooding this stream with Chessie.
Yeah, I saw that.
I love B&O, so it wouldn't bother me much.
It wouldn't bother me
B&O.
either. I got some chassis stuff too, so
Well, I don't have any. I got B&O, but no Chessie. But I'm pretty close as the crow flies to Baltimore.
Hey, we can go to anybody you want to go to. Come on.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
hey, let's just cover all the railroads. What do you say?
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's start.
Hang
with,
on, I'll get that UP
okay,
one.
So we'll start with Canadian Pacific then. There you go.
Nice.
Now, see, I have the mate to that engine. Daryl has number 7,000. I have 7,006. So
Most of my locos are in a box right now until I get the rest of this garage put together. I have one crate that's going with me with my show train, the 2 Santa Fe that you guys always see at all the show, and my
Oh, yeah.
rolling stock.
Yeah.
This was my local railroad. It was known as the Little Giant because it moved more tonnage than any of the big class ones.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
As far as coal for steel mills in Pittsburgh.
P&LE.
Yeah.
Oh, Randall's got that cool Santa Fe right there.
this is the Kodachrome engine.
Wow.
So, and the reason, and the story is that you see the SF is slipped towards the rear of the engine. That's so they could add the SP lettering to the front of it should the merger have went through, which obviously we all know the story. It didn't go through. Santa Fe and Southern Pacific were split back into 2 weakened railroads, and the rest is history because we all know what happened later on. But yeah, this is basically what could have been. And I have seen these engines in real life.
Wow.
A few of these have gone into the BNSF era painted like this. So
Kyle says he has 3 Santa Fe Bicentennials. That's pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah, those bicentennials are nice, Kyle.
Apparently, Artie does that also.
Somebody painted this. I found it at a flea market. It does run, but it doesn't. Oh, well, maybe it don't run now.
Uh-oh.
And for all you Seaboard guys, we got the Seaboard system engine.
That's beautiful.
Somebody.
Yeah, this one's cool.
I found it at a flea market. It's brass.
Nice.
Even the trailing truck, it just fell off. It's all brass. Somebody painted it. I started wiping it off, and all the brass started coming out on it. $3.
Wow. That's a good deal. 187 HO scale. What's up?
Hey, 187.
Hey, 187.
So Artie's oldest engine is 74. Kyle's is 1980.
Yeah, I was curious. I wonder if Atlas ever put year date build on their engine. I don't think they did. No.
Well, that Southern that I showed you guys earlier is 1966.
Well, what year is this one then? This one's brass or metal also.
That's all cast, and that's.
I'll be right back.
That, I am guessing is from the 70s and 80s. That's
Okay.
Yeah, it gets all its ground through the frame, even for that light.
Yeah, I've got the top over here. It's got all the handrails and everything on it, but while I'm working on it, I'm going to leave it out of the way, you know.
I mean,
Hey, Mystic Railroad, what's up?
Mystic. Oh, Artie
for
says
the
it's
light.
a 70s. Artie says it's a 70s.
Yeah, 70s and 80s, or most of it. Even the early 90s, they started putting the can motors in them. I actually have one.
Postmodern said he's got his dad's from the 60s, or his grandfather's. I'm sorry, Postmodern. That's pretty cool.
This was an anniversary one they put out,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
and it actually has a can motor in it.
And it's not no road name. It just says Mantua, the manufacturer.
Right, it was just an anniversary edition.
That's cool.
Told you I had a ton of these things.
Yeah, you were absolutely correct. Oh, here we go. Daryl Engine's coming out of the tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Is
Give
that
me
the
just a second,
cabin?
fellas. I gotta dust these guys off right and put them on camera.
Is that the
that one had
cabin
a
back
can-
there? What's the red one?
That's a Katie.
Katie, that's right.
Yeah, that's Miss Katie.
I
Yeah,
like
and
it.
I said, these are all Tsunami ones. You know, they're all SD 70 ACEs in this contest.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem, Daryl. Is I got Tsunami 1, Tsunami 2s, Digitrax, Bachmans, Broadway Limiteds. I don't know what comes in the after Genesis, whatever came in.
That'd be the Tsunami 2 now, Frank.
It's an old one. I think it's got an MRC in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yours are
Nice.
the old ones. I got 2 like that.
And they sound like crap.
So
I don't
187
know.
HO scale
Mine's
says
pretty
he's
good.
got a 50s Varney. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah?
Uh-oh.
Some of these old guys in this chat, though, might pull out some of their childhood toys. We'll be blown away.
Yeah, I didn't realize Randall was that young. I thought, he's a bit older than that.
No, I'm 38 years old. So
Randall, that's not what you told me.
what'd I tell you? I don't even remember.
150.
You said you were old enough to meet me in Las Vegas.
I did. I must have been asleep when I said
buddy,
that.
you told me you're old enough to meet me in Las Vegas, my friend.
So Bernard C says early 50s for his oldest.
Well, you got me beat then, Bernard, because that Southern, I pulled the Southern up earlier with the caboose and everything with it, and that was hand built from a kit in 1966.
Oh wow,
Cool.
mine's a new one. 1998 for this one.
I wouldn't call it 98 new.
There it is.
I think it's reached the 20-year threshold. Vintage. Classic. I don't know which word you use.
And that's
Yeah.
that's DCC, right, Randall? I mean,
No,
DC.
this one's DC. This is an old
Yeah.
Lifelike.
Yeah, those are cool. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't put DC. And I have stumbled across. I think it's Trains, TRAINZ, carries a conversion kit
Mystic.
where you have these drive wheels where you can run them without the traction tires on them. They're the metal nickel silver wheels.
Oh,
I just know they have them listed on there, but there's supposed to be like a conversion for these.
Artie said Bernard.
If you don't want to run traction tires like the original, but
Artie said Bernard missed the giveaway.
Yeah, I looked at that and I said, "Hey, what were you giving away?" Oh, the cattle car.
the one he doesn't want to hear. I'll just give you my address. You can just send that right on over.
And we got this guy right here too. So
that's what I started out with.
So I've got that one, Bachman DCC no sound.
I had that one, 2 Intermountain models of that, but I didn't want the Santa Fe. I forget who did I send the Jim or somebody else? Somebody else. I sent the bodies off the Intermountains to somebody in Florida, and I mounted Athens that I detailed up on it.
now
So
this is interesting. Nose logo's gone off this engine.
Yeah, how the headlight protrudes.
Yeah.
So
But
Kyle
it's
says if
part of
98
it's still
is vintage,
right there.
he's vintage.
It's actually still got part of the logo right there, but it's missing the rest of the way. That's
It's
kind of odd.
1998.
You could probably
Yep,
get the decal for it.
Oh
If
yeah.
98's vintage. If 98's vintage, what does that make 69?
Ancient.
A good number.
Thanks. Yeah, good number.
Hey, plumber, I noticed you're not so bundled up tonight. You got the heater on in there?
No heater, but I've had the door shut since the other night.
Hey, plumber, did I hear an echo?
Do you hear an echo?
Yeah.
Hello.
No. Plumber, I noticed you're not so bundled up tonight.
Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying, Daryl.
Well, what's that?
Everyone's been asking me
Plumber, I
about
noticed
the
you're not
temperature.
bundled up tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I kept putting you up on the other night because I felt bad for you, but I thought it was pretty cool.
I mean, my ears are still cold, I mean, it's cold. It's going down to 20 some degrees outside and it's really dropping rapidly in here. But right now I'm good.
Hey, but
I had some coffee, some hot coffee this evening. And I think that helped to get me started to not be so freezing,
Yeah.
Hey guys, I got a jet. I just got called for extra yard van again tonight. So
Okay.
All
Peace out, Randall.
I'll catch you guys on down the road. So we'll catch you
Randall.
guys later. See you.
Get her done, brother.
All right, man. See you guys.
See you, Randall.
Oh, man.
Hey, Curly Express, you should come up here. You should grab Frank's link and come up here.
Yeah, Dwight, come on.
I'll put it back in.
It's a musical car, Mystic. It sings Christmas and it's a cattle car, right? Right, Frank? That car you're giving away?
Yeah, here. Oh, my goodness. Merry Christmas from the folks at Broadway Limited. You hear that? Hold on, I'll move it over there.
It sounds like the Charlie Brown teacher. Wah, 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 wah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. Houston, we're having a problem.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's the only problem when you want to grab stuff when you're in the center of your layout.
Can you hear that now?
Uh-oh. We're going to be giving something else away now. Mystic asks, how do people celebrate their 69th birthday? And Bernard C says, head to toe. That's pretty good. And apparently Artie's beer is broken. Nice one, Artie.
Oh. And anybody wants to come up and hang out with us, you're welcome to come up. And
Yeah, I seen Dwight in there. He was talking about his new train.
His new train looks nice. I mean, that video, those are some nice.
Yeah.
Those are nice haul you had there. I don't know if he's in here anymore, is he?
Appreciate that. Yeah, and those aren't scale trains. Those are the Athegenesis. And that's why I like to run all types, and I'll tell you what I'm running. I think for my next live stream, I'm going to actually be running maybe some Intermountains, and let's see how they perform. Because when I do my live show, I usually run my trains a half an hour before. Well, I try to, and usually they'll run for 2 to 3 hours, and that's
amazing. Really is.
He says my layout's like a DJ booth.
Daryl,
You're a psychedelic farmer, Daryl.
Love it. All right. Well, okay. I'll try to tune it up the next time for you, Mystic. Speaking of live stream, John, how come you don't come up here, grab a link?
Yeah, Mystic.
You've live streamed a few times.
Come up there, Mystic, you come up there. Hey, I got a paid subscription, so I forget how many I can get up there, but it's more than 4, I tell you.
And
there it is. You can all come up. Then you don't have to sit there and type.
Hey, there's only 10 in here. That's why when I'm typing, I don't conversate as much because it's just a chore, man.
Yeah,
I
know?
know.
And by the time you get something, if you have to type something more than a couple words, but it's buried way down the chat.
I'll tell you somebody who can chat, okay? Someone who live streams in the comments here. I mean, Artie is really good at chatting. That Artie can chat like nobody's business. He's probably close to women and getting their hair done. I mean, he doesn't shut up. I mean, that dude just chats.
Oh,
I've never seen somebody type so much stuff as Artie does. He's got to be one of the best people out there who chat.
I think he has
live streams.
I think he has like 5 or 10 replies to chat on quick keys.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think that's what it is.
Holy mackerel, because my fat finger's getting away and I say things that I shouldn't say because that's not what I meant to type.
Yeah.
So Kyle Stevens is out, everyone. Peace out, Kyle. Have a good night.
Good night.
Be safe out there, brother.
Thanks for coming.
Artie says he wants to keep his ugly face off the screen.
Okay.
Hey, my likes just.
I didn't
already said that.
One.
Already said that. And my likes went up by 3.
Artie says he's practicing his typing so he can get back to work.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Artie's got to be one of the better chatters out there. Man, that guy can chat. And he's quick and he's funny as heck.
Yeah, so Bernard, for sure.
I don't know. I don't kind of understand that. Bernard sees. It's just, Daryl, did you mill the was in the Intermountains? I got 3 AB, a BB, ABBA. I'm not too sure what that means.
I got 3 AB, ABB, AB. Oh, he's got an AB unit, an ABB unit, an ABBA unit. So he's got 3 different concepts there.
And they're DC, not DCC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about colleges for a minute. Alpha, Beta, Pi, you know. Revenge of the Nerds.
Or he can have an A, B, 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 A.
So Frank, it looks like it looks like you're doing pretty good for Friday night.
You know, it was a challenge in the very beginning because I forgot to turn off the mute YouTube in the background. So I had an echo in the thing, and I keep forgetting to do that all the time. But it's already 10:34, so that's been an hour and a half already. Whew.
Yeah, time flies when you have fun, brother.
That's
Yeah.
right. Time flies when you're having
It
fun.
was, it was
Absolutely.
stressful the first couple minutes, but I had showed, the only thing I had is something I had picked up from your stream was showing Plumber that DigiKey's gadget there.
Device.
Device, yeah, to control his switches. And I thought about going over the another way to consist of this, but I didn't. It's really simple, you know that because you have one, but I didn't get to that. So hopefully next week, even in the description, I'll put like a whole plan of attack
Of what?
of what I plan to talk about and do.
Oh.
So it just don't end up to a whole. I mean, Gab Fest are fun. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, generally what I do is I just jot down a few things, like 2 words, because if I draw out a sentence, I won't even talk about it, you know. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad you made it in, though, Daryl. I had fun showing off some stuff, and
That's good, Frank.
we had a little bit of humor there. So
Yeah, no, I mean you're doing good. I'm glad that you know.
I do miss the multiple camera angles because you can't see that part, you can't see that part, you can't see that part, or that part over there.
Do you see Bernard C's comment there, Daryl?
It says, Daryl, if I try again, it's my. Oh, okay, here we go. It's my fat hand fingers. Did you mill the weights to install the speakers and decoders on those inner mounts? No, these behind me, Bernard. These are Tsunami ones. These are all the I buy generally all my locomotives already sound and everything installed. That's just usually how that's how I do it. My inner mountains the same way. All my inner mountains have sound and decoders in them. So yeah, no. So,
Absolutely 187. Hey, we're all nerds. I'm a train nerd. I'm a skateboard nerd. I'm a space nerd. Yeah, now I can do this all day.
Yeah.
Hey, I get off of here. I'll be going in the other room and playing my Star Wars pinball. So.
Oh, that's cool. The best pinball machine ever made, though, was the Addams Family.
Yeah, I like that one. I remember that one. But no, I bought one of those 3/4 size video pinballs.
Oh, I got you.
Arcade One Up came out with,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got like I think 7 or 8 different screens. All have to do with Star Wars, pop-up scenes from the movies, and all that stuff.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I made a retro gaming system out of one of those Raspberry Pis.
You know, the only bad part about that whole thing is my wife loves pinball, and she holds out of the 7 or 8 games, she holds at least 5 of the high scores.
Gives you something to work towards, Frank. Gives you something to work towards.
I don't know. I actually got 100 million on the one game. I can't get past 30 million.
So what? Frank, Mystic Railroad says, Frank, in big letters, you have a single main.
I have a double main. Double dog. Double
he's a double dog bone.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's one. There's the other.
Mystic, that picture is so much better, bigger. It's funny. I like it. I thought you were doing something like this until I just saw it bigger.
There's one here and then another one back here. I can't get it all in this camera. I'm already cutting my head off. So
that's right, Mystic. Nerd isn't negative anymore. Nerd is the new cool. You know why? Because I can fix your device.
so Mystic, yeah, it's a double dog bone, and the inside main has all the switches and little industries and sidings off of it down here below the camera where you can't see. Oh, Daryl's. Oh, is it an earthquake?
Right? No, I was just moving my camera around a little bit.
Now, look, remember I told you guys my garage, I can't get to the room upstairs because my deck up there is falling apart.
Yeah.
It's the only way to get up there. Look at this water damage. I don't know if you can see it really well. Can I zoom this camera?
Yes.
Nope.
Put your
But-
fingers together.
Yeah. Right there. You see the plywood peeling back from the water?
Yeah. On that corner there, yeah.
Yeah. The whole deck is that way outside. And
Hold on.
I've got a
Stay
room
stay
up
for a
there.
second, stay there.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, there you go. You can see it now,
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
it's horrible. And the deck, I fell through a stair. My wife fell through a stair. So, and the two estimates I got are 20 and 30 grand respectively to fix that.
Wow.
Holy
So now
moly.
you have an upstairs to where you're showing.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's a pretty
I
tall.
can't get up there right now though because the deck is unsafe. And I've got that issue.
So you got a deck, or it's another. It's
he's got a
enclosed.
loft above the. He's got a loft above.
You
the
got a
garage.
loft above there, right?
Yep, it's a whole room the size of the garage with its own like 10-foot by 8-foot deck.
But so
Really?
so the deck is the only way in there, unless he cuts a hole in the ceiling and puts a set of drop down stairs from inside there.
Well,
Right.
Plumber, that would make a great train room.
It's gonna be, but due process.
You know,
Yeah, no, I hear you.
The good thing about that is heat rises. Maybe you'll be warmer up there.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I get this pellet stove hooked up here in the next month or so. It'll be all good.
Yeah.
No, it's they did the flashing wrong on the deck, Bernard C. So when it rains, the water comes right on in. Oh, I didn't get to read that.
He doesn't know American plywood too well. Then it's all garbage now here.
Oh my God, it's frustrating, man. That particle board is so terrible.
OSB,
Horrible.
oriented strand board, horrible.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't use particle board for the railroad, because number one, it's cheap, it does work, but it will eventually bend on you, gap on you. It will definitely, separate when you go to model. You use water and glue. It'll suck it in, and it'll just make everything expand.
So I did use it on this, but when I built the frame underneath here, they're on 12-inch centers. This is actually made out of 2x4s.
Wow.
2x4s for a frame, and then on top of that strand board is 1-inch foam. So
Gotcha.
You can suck it and soak it in.
Yes, Artie, I created a tidal wave in my bathtub. That's exactly what happened up there. And yeah, plywood is stupid expensive. It has come down. My area, you can get it for about $45 a sheet now, not 90 like it was.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's about the same here. It's finally come down.
So the nice thing I like about using the 1-inch foam, and after I did the ground cover with the glue, so you have that little bit of a hard shell, is when you want to stick a tree, it's
right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No.
Frank's over here throwing darts at his layout.
Yeah.
they'll poke right in. No drilling.
For sure.
No drilling, no gluing.
All right, so it is time for me to roll for now, everybody.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go hang out with my wife. I'm getting some texts. It's been real. It's been fun. Frank, thank you. Daryl, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you.
Let me go through. Artie, Jim, Bernard C, Mystic, 187 HO scale, Postmate Model Works. I hope you all have a phenomenal evening. It was good to talk to every one of you. Tip of the hat.
Absolutely. Same from me, guys. I am going to
oh, you too?
Yeah, me too. It started at 9. I was prepping it since 7. Making sure everything was cleaned up.
Well, you did great. Good job tonight, Frank. Phenomenal.
Thanks
for the 411.
And hey, Daryl, thanks for all the advice too.
Yeah, I'll stick around just for a minute after you go off.
All right, I'm just gonna put that in. I'm gonna mute it for a second and we'll put that end banner on.
Good night, everybody.